Hello, grade 9. Today we're starting with a new writing lesson. First of all, we're going to learn how to write a correct sentence. We're going to revise how we write an outline, and then finally we're going to take a look at an expository writing sample and revise the elements or the characteristics of expository essays. Okay. So first of all, let's begin with what is meant by run-on sentences, fragments, and comma splices. When I say splices, it means mistakes in using the comma, which is something that is very widespread among students. And it takes away a lot of points from your writing. So let's learn how to write a sentence properly using the proper punctuation. Okay, first of all, what's a sentence? A sentence is a group of words expressing one complete thought. And I stress on the fact that it needs to be a complete thought and ends with a full stop. That's a regular sentence, a statement. Of course, a question ends with a question mark. Exclamation sentence ends with an exclamation. Okay? Let's look at the following examples. First of all, self-confidence opens new horizons. That's a sentence. Why? It expresses a complete thought. Many people believe in supernatural forces. Complete thought. Plastic pollution has devastating effects on the environment. Also, illegal poaching of animals is endangering many rare species. Poaching, of course, is that when they steal animals from environmental safe keeps. Okay, now those are all good, complete, correct sentences expressing one complete thought and ending with an end mark. However, a fragment, what does the word fragment mean? A part, just a part, is an incomplete sentence because it does not express a complete thought. The following are called subordinate clauses because they cannot stand alone on their own as a sentence. Subordinate clauses, okay, if put alone, they are considered fragments because they're just part of a thought and they're not a complete thought. They begin with words such as when, while, after, before, because, even if, unless, if, even though, etc. Take a look at this. When I arrive home, what's that? Does that express a complete thought? Of course not. That is called a fragment. So when you arrive home, so give me what you want to say. When I arrive home, I eat lunch, for example, full stop. After the government's plan failed. Okay, that's obviously an incomplete thought. While I was studying. So while you were studying, what happened? There needs to be a comma here, and then you need to finish your sentence, then put a full stop. While I was studying, comma, I heard the bell ring. Full stop. That would be a sentence, but this is a fragment or a part of a sentence. Because he didn't have enough money. So, because he didn't have enough money, what happened? Because he didn't have enough money, he couldn't afford a new car. Okay, that would have been a complete sentence. However, this is a fragment. Now, all the examples shown in the previous slide do not express a complete thought, therefore you cannot put a full stop at the end. I have some students who would write, while he was going home, full stop, and then write another idea. Don't do that because you need to tell me your whole thought and then add the full stop. Now, how can we make those fragments into sentences? Simply complete the thought. So, in order to complete the thought, when I arrive home, so what happens? Put a comma and continue. I will have lunch, full stop. It became a complete sentence. Okay? Comma after the subordinate clause. A subordinate clause is this. A subordinate clause is this. If you put it alone, it does not stand on its own. It needs another part, okay, to be complete. When I arrive home, comma, I will have lunch, full stop. Be careful with the comma. After the government's plan failed, so, comma, a new draft was launched. They made a new plan. I heard a loud noise while I was studying. Notice that I put the fragment at the end. When you start with while, when, before, after, when you start with them at the beginning, you put a comma. But when you put them as the second clause, as the second part of a sentence, as here, you do not need a comma. I heard a loud noise while I was studying. No comma because the subordinate clause, meaning this one was when, while, after, before, is at the second part of the sentence, so no need for a comma. Okay? Okay, now run-on sentences. As the name suggests, a run-on sentence is when a sentence goes on and on and on without putting a full stop. A run-on sentence is made of two independent clauses. What I mean by independent clause is that it's made of two parts. Each part can stand on its own. It can, as opposed to a subordinate clause, which cannot stand on its own. While I was talking, that's a subordinate clause. It cannot stand on its own. However, Jane likes horror movies. I can put a full stop here. She also likes adventure movies. This is an independent clause. It can stand on its own. Here, there's a comma splice. The comma here is wrong because I cannot put a comma. I need to put a full stop because each one of those clauses expresses a complete idea. I either need to put a full stop or I need to put a conjunction like and, but, or. Let's take a look at this example. Salim studied geography. He also studied geology. There's something wrong here. Salim studied geography. Complete idea. Something's missing here. So I need either a full stop or a conjunction to join the two. There's no punctuation and that's wrong. Let's take a look. In the above example, each one is obviously expressing expressing a complete thought, okay? So it would be wrong to keep them without proper punctuation or a full stop. For example, Jane likes horror movies. Full stop. She also likes adventure movies. So what I can do here is put a full stop to divide them. Salim studied geography. Full stop. He also studied geology. Or I can add a conjunction. Jane likes horror movies and adventure movies. You see how I joined the two independent clauses, the two complete ideas using a conjunction. Salim studied geography and geology. Both of those are correct, and I do not have a run-on sentence anymore. Now, comma splices, meaning comma mistakes, occur when a writer attempts to use a transitional expression in the middle of a sentence. What do I mean by transitional expression? Like therefore, whenever, in conclusion, etc. The results of the study were inconclusive, therefore more research needs to be done on the topic. Sentence 1. The results of the study were inconclusive. Transitional expression is therefore, transitional signal, remember those, is therefore. Sentence 2, more research needs to be done. To fix this type of comma splice, use a semicolon. Semicolon is something between a comma and a full stop before the transitional expression and add a comma after it. So the correction is, the results of the study were inconclusive. Now you can write the transition, therefore, comma, more research needs to be done on the topic. Or, this is correct, you can use a semicolon, or you can say the results of the study were inconclusive, full stop, therefore, more research needs to be done on the topic. Both are perfectly right. Just remember not to put the comma where it does not belong. Now, Let's fix it. Tell whether the following are fragments, complete sentences, or run-on sentences. Because I didn't have my phone. Obviously, that's a fragment. So, because you didn't have a phone, what happened? It's a fragment. It's incomplete. She has self-confidence. She is also very stubborn. Obviously, we have two complete thoughts here, but we do not have neither a punctuation nor a conjunction to join them. So, full stop, or you can say she has self-confidence and is also very stubborn. When you work hard, you achieve your goals. Perfectly correct. The comma is where it's supposed to be. Here is the subordinating conjunction. You wrote it and you put a comma. Because she was very superstitious, she couldn't go out on Friday the 13th. Okay, subordinate conjunction followed by a comma. Then I completed my thought. When we arrived, that's a fragment. When you arrived, what happened? Fossil fuel causes pollution. It also costs a lot. This is a comma splice. It's a mistake in the comma. Here, I need to either put a semicolon and continue, or put a full stop, or say fossil fuel causes pollution and costs a lot. Look at the answers. Okay, of course you need to look at those more carefully when you study for your quiz. Now, this is an exercise which I'm going to give as homework. A run-on sentence occurs when two separate sentences are joined without any form of punctuation. Rewrite the paragraph below and add punctuation to fix all run-on sentences. Okay? Now let's move on to our writing lesson, expository essay with an outline. Now remember that an outline is your framework, is like your guideline for what you're going to write. Let me give you the prompt. We only have one home, Earth. Let's take care of it. In a 150 to 200 word expository essay, explain the above statement by shedding light on two causes and two effects of one environmental issue such as deforestation, global warming, air pollution, wildfires, garbage pollution, etc. Choose any environmental issue. Provide practical solutions to this issue. See, I want causes, I want effects, and I want practical solution. Write an outline before you begin. This is the outline. You have to properly follow the format. Write outline at the top, middle, then the title here, 2 points, okay, the word title, and you write the title. Now, Roman numeral 1, Roman numeral that looks like an I, thesis statement, 2 points, you have to write the word thesis statement and write the thesis statement which you're going to put in your essay. Global, I chose global warming. So I want causes, effects, and solutions. Global warming has various causes that destroy our planet and lead to numerous lethal effects. So obviously I'm going to talk about causes and effects of global warming. I wrote my thesis statement and Roman numeral 1, that's all I need. Now you write Roman numeral 2. You can either write it this way or you can also write it this way. Okay? And this can be Roman numeral 1. I, just like a capital I, and this is Roman numeral 2. Roman numeral 2, I write the word body. You have to write it. 2 points. Of course, my paragraphs are going to be divided as following. Okay, causes, effects, and practical solutions. Right, this is a topic outline. I'm going to write in phrases, not sentences with full stops. The phrases, just the topic. The causes of global warming, of course, this is the first body paragraph or the first part of my, the body of my essay. A, look, indent here and indent here, just like a step. Do you see it? You have to indent. You don't write them under each other. That's wrong. You have to indent, okay? I'm going to make sure you see this. Indent, and then indent, and write them like that, just like a step. The causes of global warming. Now you write the main ideas. Cars and factories without filters giving off greenhouse gases. Deforestation. So this is my major supporting detail, and those are my minor supporting details. Then B under A, of course, you see that. The effects of global warming. The effects of global warming, melting of polar ice leading to flooding, and climate change leading to disease and species extinction. Again, indent. Okay? Practical solutions using public transportation and eco-friendly vehicles, laws to put filters on vehicles and factories, making forests natural reserves. Those are this is the body. You can also write it, divide it only into A and B, but I prefer A, B, and C because we also have the practical solutions. I asked for that. Now, conclusion would be Roman numeral 3. You write the word conclusion 2 points, and just in this part, since it's a topic outline, just rephrase your thesis. As a conclusion, global warming is an environmental issue that is destroying our planet and hurting humanity. Okay, this is how a topic outline should look like. Now, this is my model essay. Global warming. With the advance of modernism, humans are recklessly inflicting huge harm on our only home, Earth. One of the byproducts of humanity's careless behavior is global warming, which is currently considered our Earth's most threatening environmental issue. I started with a hook, then background information, and now this is my thesis. This occurrence, this issue has a number of causes whose impact is devastating on our Earth. This thesis statement, of course, suggests that my essay is going to be causes and effects of global warming. Now, how do I start the first body paragraph? Of course, with the topic sentence. And the topic sentence is the main idea of the paragraph. Global warming is taking place due to different reasons, mostly related to human activities. So, this paragraph is going to be about what? Causes, reasons. Now, you write the causes, major supporting details and minor supporting details. Fuel-consuming vehicles such as cars and factories without filters are the major reason for this global issue. I wrote my first reason. Now I need to explain. Why are they a major reason? They produce greenhouse gases such as CO2 and CFCs, which trap the sun's heat in the atmosphere, causing our Earth to warm. Moreover, now I'm giving another reason. The act of deforestation, meaning cutting down trees, which is present everywhere in our world, is taking away the natural filters of Earth. Trees. They absorb, now I'm explaining minor details, they absorb CO2, cleaning the air, and give off O2, which is oxygen, of course. When trees decrease, CO2, which is a greenhouse gas, increases in the atmosphere, causing global warming. So what did I present in this paragraph? The causes of global warming. Now, in the second body paragraph, I'm going to present the effects. Start by a topic sentence for this paragraph. My second body paragraph should be about what? Of course, about the effects. All of the above causes lead to dangerous effects that threaten the existence of our planet. Threaten means endanger. To begin, when Earth's temperature increases, ice melts. I'm giving one reason, of course, effect. Ice melts in polar caps, leading to flooding and other natural disasters. Furthermore, climatic change will lead some species of animals and plants to become extinct. Extinct means die out, no longer exist. For example, a minor detail, global warming is increasing the temperatures in the world's oceans and seas. killing many species like the sea lions, which cannot adapt to the changes in weather, and hurting the habitat of polar bears, who are increasingly becoming endangered today. We see pictures of polar bears everywhere now. They're running away, looking for food because their ecosystem is being destroyed. Now the conclusion, of course, we need to start with a transition related to conclusion. To conclude, you can say in conclusion, to wrap it up, even though the situation with global warming seems dark, practical solutions are available. I need to write the solutions because I asked for practical solutions. First of all, people should be encouraged to use public transportation and eco-friendly vehicles. When I say eco-friendly, I mean they do not hurt the environment. This can be done through awareness campaigns and increasing taxes on fuel. In addition to that, laws should be implemented, forcing factories and cars to have special filters. As for deforestation, forest areas should become natural reserves, making it a crime for anyone to cut trees in those places. Global warming is an environmental issue that could devastate our planet. As such, people must beware and do their best to overcome and stop this deadly phenomenon. Okay, so introduction, I wrote a hook, background information, and my thesis. First body paragraph was the causes. I need to write a topic sentence and the supporting details. The second body paragraph, which you see in front of you, is the effects. Okay, you write the topic sentence and the supporting details. And finally, the conclusion. In grade 9, our essays are generally made of 4 paragraphs. Now it's your turn. Of course, this is going to be a graded writing. In a 150 to 200 word expository essay, explain the above statement, which we mentioned earlier, by shedding light on 2 causes and 2 effects of one environmental issue other than global warming, of course, because your sample was global warming, such as deforestation, air pollution, wildfires, garbage pollution. You can write about noise pollution, light pollution, which is increasing. Provide practical solutions to this issue. Write an outline before you begin. This is going to be graded and it's going to be to have a weight of 2. Okay, then this is all for today and thank you for listening. We'll talk about this more during Zoom Live. Bye.